visited here often. His mother moved in with him when he moved in this house. It was a pretty large house for a bachelor. It's 30,000 square feet, 20 bedrooms and bathrooms. It's the largest house in Rochester. It's one of two houses in Rochester on the National Historic Registry. I bet some of you know the other house. Working guess. Nope. Famous woman. And we thank you 100 years ago for giving us the right to vote. Susan B. Anderson. And it probably was
Так, сьогодні 11 червня, а я в музею першої в світі фотоіндустрії Кодак. Це в Рочестері, видумали, в Рочестері є. Я сьогодні в місті, або в місці, де, можна показати, перші експонати фотоапаратів, які відбулися в нашому місті Рочестері. Тут видумана перша у світі комп'ютерна техніка і тут створено музей. Видумав фотоапарат в Рочестер чоловік по імені Істман Кодак. Ось. І такий апарат. Що це таке є? Цікаве. Цей апарат, вони кажуть, що був побудований в 60-му році, в 60-х роках для польотів на місяць, для орбітальної тої станції. Але чи то правда, чи ні, люди не вірять, що хтось був на місяці. Ну, але ось така апаратура була зроблена. Також перші фотоапарати тут різні, бачу, не тільки Кодак. Нікони, можливо, патенти їм подавали. Тут якісь спільні і японські, і з Кодаком робили. Також фототелескопи. Ось я піду сюди далі. Тут перші фотографії, які були зроблені. Ось така апаратура, так. Якийсь станок. Ось ця фотографія Істмана Кодака. Впродовж життя цей чоловік зробив біля $100 мільйонів, які вложив в науку, інститути, парки, в госпіталі, зубні клініки, інші гуманітарні організації навколо світу. Тут ми бачимо, скільки всіх різних реактивів було випущено для того, щоб робити фото. Далі в музеї можна зайти в кафе, перекусити, поїсти, щось купити книжечку якусь. В 1928 році Джордж Ісман, Кодак, відвідав з'їзд кольорової індустрії, кольорової фотографії на той момент. 109 років тому назад.
Also walk through the drive-in theater later if you wish, which is. This was a big part of the house. It was screened in the summer, and a lot of the parties and events that he had would go out into the garden area. Now a little bit about Mr. Eastman's company, Eastman Kodak. Eastman Kodak, of course, was formed in 1880 by George Eastman. It's still in existence, but until the mid-1980s, in Rochester, New York area, there were 80-some thousand employees here. 1 out of every 3 families was a Kodak family. Now there's about 2,000 to 3,000 people that work for Eastman Kodak. So it's very contracted. Now why is that? Well, a lot of it has to do with digital media. In the, before the invention of digital camera, everything, especially movie film, there probably were 10,000 copies of each film made to show at movie theaters. And even now, even though a lot of the directors prefer film over digital, they make the movie out of film, but then they're all digitalized because most movie theaters no longer have the capability of showing the real films. So you don't need all of that movie film. In the first 3 years of the movies, in the 1920s and 30s, this gentleman here is Mr. Eastman, and next to him is Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison was a big inventor, a contemporary of Mr. Eastman. He invented the incandescent light bulb, among other things, as well as a movie camera. So George Eastman built in Rochester, New York, a beautiful theater, the Eastman Theater, which is now the home for our Philharmonic. But you could have an orchestra, you could have a pianist play during the silent movies. But after 3 years, the movies had sound, so they could be shown just about any place. Now, who invented the digital camera? Anybody know?
Kodak.
Eastman Kodak. Steve Sasson, he comes here often, he's on the board of directors. But, you know, Kodak wasn't that interested in the digital process. They should have been, but they let the patent run out. They really didn't, they figured people would still use film and over digital, and they really didn't want the digital market competing with their film market. They never made money on cameras, they made money on film and paper and processing. I would say though, you can take your cell phone or your media to a kiosk, CVS and Target have Kodak kiosks, and other people have other kiosks, and make paper pictures. We don't know what's going to happen with the digital media. It's too new. So if you do have important pictures, it's probably important to have, you know, a paper picture of them, because we all have pictures of our grandparents and great-grandparents. And people lose their phones, or they don't back things up, and then they've lost all those pictures. Any questions? We're going to go into the main part of the house now. Mr. Eastman wanted the dining room that we're going to go into next to look like the White House dining room. McKim, Mead, and White did a lot of the interior design of the house. They did Philadelphia Station and a lot of the big buildings, especially on the East Coast. And J. Foster Warner was a prominent Rochester designer. He did a lot of the design on the outside of the house. So you can follow me.
Це музей і хата бувшого винахідника Ісмана Кодака. Що характерно, то було сказано, коли екскурсовод говорив, що Ісман Кодак створив фото для цілого світу, і також його послідовники на його ж заводі зробили цифрове фотографування, тільки вони не думали, що так швидко піде цифрове вперед, але між іншим, як і одне, і друге чудо було зроблено у нас в Рочестері.